I think either of these two teams would really like to prioritize the Matilda. I hope we'll see the Matilda there.
And again, speaking of the devil, it's still open.
Yeah.
Who's gonna budge?
Minana Evos, if they decide to open up the Matilda, then that means they're going to be prepared for it. They're going to go for the counter punish. Heroes that can, if the Matilda decides to dive in or can match the vision and getting vision capability of the Matilda, is going to be showing up there in the first two picks in their priorities. The fact that Blacklist International taking Faramis out. Oh yeah, they're not going to give the Matilda. Nolan's even gone.
You've mentioned that they don't need to do the Hack-a-Miles thing, but Blacklist International banning the Angela Minotaur and the Faramis?
Yep, that's half a Hack-a-Miles.
This is the first phase.
Yeah, exactly. So let's see what it'll be. The hunt begins, and it is the Ruby. This is probably still going to be a roll pickup there for Haji. So Minana Evos, they're going to... Arlo, yeah.
We'll pick up the Arlo.
Arlo's available.
Arlo Minnow.
Arlo Vex.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Vex against a Ruby. Very good of a matchup.
So it's Arlo / Minnow with a Vex.
Yeah. No, Minnow's banned.
Yep. Oh, so yeah, for sure.
Arlo Vex. Unless Claude. I just want to see
3 series in a row just begging for Claude.
I want to clip
or
that.
you know what? Let's go crazy. Arlo X Borg.
This early on?
For Minana?
Oh wait, no, but it's Spider Miles. So the Arlo's gonna go XP. Yeah. It's Arlo Nova.
Oh,
Arlo Nova. Yeah.
Still a strong way. You have vision, or you have vision. You have a great way of poke with the Navaria, as well as the all-time favorite final slash and team fights. So we have the XP matchup you were kind of expecting.
Yeah.
So how is going to make this solid for Blacklist International? So wait,
The Vex.
the Vex as well. Also the Barretts is open.
Vex.
The
Ruby,
Barat is not the automatic go-to.
Yeah.
But that's an XPCC confirmed. XPCC, Rome, Ruby, and then you have the Vex in the hands of Yue here. Gento.
You're right. Carry maybe. Let's see. I feel like a carry would be okay here.
Carry's good.
Pop up. Yeah.
Carry's good, or invest in a jungler and then choke out Sensui in the bans.
Oh, that makes sense.
They've already done it. They took out the Joy and the
Nolan.
Like
Nolan.
So they could go Martis Baksha Fred. But then I also am not going to turn off the idea of Minana Evos picking up an Akai. There's a comfort for... Oh, that means they can take away a Sensui hero without having to ban it.
Yeah. So again, I think I like
Akai.
the Akai. Kaizen's great.
Yeah.
Kaizen has been rocking Akai since season 10, man.
Yeah. That's a Kaizen comfort. So now they're going to be banning things out, probably like the Fredrin. And what else is next in the hero pool of Sensui? The box. Yeah.
Or the Barat too, Francis.
Oh yeah.
France is sad though.
They'll still be available.
Yeah.
So if Blacklist International are banning something like a carry, I think that's a tell that they're going to be picking Barretts later.
Oh, I wonder if Coach Bitoy is on the same wavelength. Because look, Bonchan's thinking about it already.
Like, oh guys, we got kind of pinched there.
I like it. These are one of the few strengths that Red side has. But do note, again, just as a read of the current metagame, teams prefer blue. Like, if you're home and it's your choice, game one to choose, you always go blue. That's what happened to Blacklist International here.
Yeah, and also to think that you've been mentioning the Claude Renmar, so a bit of a way to just balance things against Blacklist International possible damage lineup. So I think that's one way to just trim it down. Specifically on the Diggy, well... it's so they're kind of forcing things around because Lancy is on the Navaria yesterday. So either they want to do things with their first two picks, because for the Baksha, either one of which is gonna go with the Fredrin.
No, this is straight up Hack-a-Miles. Blacklist International are banding like a team playing against Blacklist International.
The RAF for the S. So they're allowing the Estes or the RAF.
Yeah.
To exist, just like looking in the mirror.
Yeah, good thing you mentioned the Estes. That is available for Spider-Miles and Minana Evos, and they play a respectable Estes game too.
It's not bad. I actually like it because again, you're expecting already for your opponents to clump up as a CC.
Yeah.
It counters that approach into the team fight. So it's a wash.
So I'm guessing Fred or Barretts for Sensui. And then gold laner, well, we'll see in the...
It's so weird going into the second phase with no gold laners.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different approach as well. Maybe this is how they want to play things against Minana Evos, because there's similarity of how they do things in the draft is
Brody
just the
Bruno.
same.
Brody Bruno, I feel like, are going to be what they're going to be playing for. Unless someone wants to go Harith, but
Brody.
yeah, there's
Okay.
Brody. Then they'll go Bruno plus the Fred.
Okay, so this is
or
a
the
good...
Barats.
Or the Barats, yeah.
Still good.
Oh! Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Got nerfed recently, but
Yeah.
they don't care.
I still
Yeah,
believe
so.
that Nathan is still one of... Well, he's one of the heroes that's still underrated. Still underrated, still just OP in a way.
He's not really underrated, I feel like.
He's very good.
He's
Yeah.
he's very rated.
Yeah. It's just my feeling. Some people, well, in my game, some people just don't use it. And okay.
Hold up.
This could be a
Who's it?
Nathan
Nathan
jungle.
Nathan Jungle gold lane CC?
Yes.
What?
go.
Yes, you've seen this
Whoa,
before?
whoa, whoa,
I've
whoa,
seen.
whoa.
I know, maybe in my games, but
Hold the front
Jungle
door.
CC.
Jungle CC.
Jungle Ruby? No.
no, Nathan.
no,
I'm
no,
looking
no.
at Nathan Jungle.
John Bertha. No.
But it will take
I
a
missed the
lot of...
Punisher.
I suddenly miss Nicolas Cage. I don't know why. The bees! Not the bees! Oh, God!
All right. Now what's Miles to play? He has the Rafaela, yes, he has this.
Estes
Or
is so
do
tough.
they dig deep now? Do they show us something new?
Oh, the Rafaela.
Or
Nothing changes.
is he going to go 3 for 3? Is that what he's going for here?
It is. So it's a jungler Nate.
It's a gold lane Ruby? No.
Yes.
Oh, Heb.
What? Well, it's hovering in our screens.
Fighter side for Blacklist?
How's the...
Well, it does make sense because you're putting a Nathan in the jungle.
I guess. Again, you could have just switched up either way, the Ruby or the CC.
Yeah.
I would have just assumed it would have been XP CC because she needs more items sooner.
Yeah.
So, gold CC
Gold
rather.
CC.
Oh, man. I don't know.
I'm excited. I just want to go in the head of the game and just see how this choices of Blacklist International go.
I'm here for it because every series tonight push the envelope of what's possible in the metagame.
Yeah.
This is just Blacklist's version of that.
I am just excited. It's game number 1. It's Blacklist International versus Minana Evos on the last series of the day. Who will bounce back? Who will be consistent from yesterday's game? We're about to find out on where that CC or Nate is going to land. Yeah, it's a gold lane Ruby.
Okay. I mean, just off the top, I'm pretty sure this is not the first time we've seen this. There may have been at least 1 or 2 gold lane rubies in the history of MPLPH.
Yeah. Because we felt it before, and I'm pretty sure people watching at home have experienced it in their ranked games where a Ruby who gets a snowball is just super difficult to go up against, nigh unkillable sometimes, and actually deals a fair bit amount of damage. So this is going to be a full damage Ruby that we're going to see.
Yeah, a different step 2 for Oheb with this fighter pick. But look at this. It's just my excitement for this Nathan, this Sensui on this Nathan jungle. It will take some time for him to get activated.
Yep. How'd you hear? It's a face full of magic damage with the half health. Quick item build up on you with the penetration boots. It will at least allow for them to pick a fair fight.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what the rotations of Blacklist will be in terms of how often will they actually help Oheb in the gold lane, because it's not going to be the easiest time for a Ruby to go up against a Brody, or actually to put it more specifically, to stop a Brody from being able to farm comfortably.
Also to think
Rush
that
Dreadnought on the Ruby.
As you should.
Yeah.
it's a good hero as well for doming in the gold lane, because I believe Brody is like one of the heroes that actually go in a head-to-head 1-to-1 against any assassin with his corrosive strike.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing to survive the lane.
Yeah,
And you're
of course.
paired with Spider Miles to just survive everything and heal.
And the range difference. Let's see. Things might change in the lane once they're both level 4 and they both have like their first item. Maybe then we'll see just how much it'll fare for a Golden Ruby. But yeah, Sensui and this Nathan rotating really quickly. Able to match the rotational speed somewhat of Keizen Sakai.
Originally, it was Sensui first to the scene, but now Keizen resumes the take. Lancy with an amazing Astral Echo. Spots for Turtle at half health. Edward here pushing on forward. threatening damage on the Kaizen. Kaizen still has a heavy spin, mind you. Check it out. Pulls the trigger in retry range. Scored for Minana Evos. Now it's just Kirk. Kirk against the world versus 3. Haji and Yue, they back off. No kills just yet, but the Tigers score.
And no commitment to the first objective of the game. Blacklist International just completely checking the vision there and just, oh, hey, you guys doing it? Okay, go ahead. Why?
Well, they were in the right position. Minana Evos already had the bodies there to contest that strongly. They are running a marksman type of jungler, so of course you want to play it safely. Blacklist International to me made the right decision. Question for them is, when are they going to do one of their signature 2-3 splits? We either in Turtle 2, Turtle 3. When are the side lanes going to switch? If ever they are going to. Let's see what happens.
Uh-oh, watch out. Doming here
what?
pulled in. Plus the I'm offended. Purify popped by the gold laner from Minana Evos. And no dice. They all back off.
Yeah, they look like that was right at the tip of the hitbox.
Yeah,
right.
You seen it too, right?
Yeah.
He went up with a ride, but eventually walked away.
Yeah. It's like Haji had, like Tigreal had a really long arm. It's like, get over here.
No!
Maybe it's just the skin. Maybe he has long invisible arms like you need to be wary about.
What kind of
Oh,
fanfiction have you been
down
reading?
bottom, Sensui in trouble. There's a vengeance by Kirk. Edward body blocking. Wow.
Sensui survives in a slither of hell.
The etymology of his name, Edward, the guardian of wealth, from the old Latin word ward.
Oh.
I don't know
Thank
how
you.
accurate that is, but I read it somewhere on the internet years ago.
You really learn new
Sometimes
things
all
every
you
day.
gotta do is say things confidently and people will believe you. That's why I'm an analyst.
Oh! Flicker in plus the implosion. Displacing Doming one more time. Second time does the trick. Doming falls. Spider Miles walking away.
Surprise!
A perfect combo initiation, and that's just Oheb. Rocket Derby gold lane surprise, Renmar.
Okay, let's see now if Blacklist will commit into this next objective. No implosion for Haji. Edward starting things off. Kirk still waiting for that final slash.
Astral Echo
Kaizen.
spots 2 and putting Sensui here in trouble. Gets the ult, displacing himself. Heavy spin. The vengeance. The dash. The final slash. Kirk takes down Sensui. The Cardinal one going to be out for this turtle take. Miles and Kirk buying time. Here comes Lancey. Kaizen with as far of a pull as possible in this current metagame where the turtle dance isn't quite as wide. They have to back off. Interesting. That single pickoff just deterred Minana Evos from taking the second turtle.
This is the problem when you have the Nathan on your side. You might not want to pair it either with the Flicker, but this time when it's in the jungle, you need to be aware of the spaces that you don't want to get peeled right off the bat. Especially in the early game, you would really want to get that first and second item in, because if you want to survive that, there's a lot of places you can do, even from the ultimate and the second skill of a Nathan. It could be unstoppable once the snowball gets rolled, but right now we're just seeing the respect on Sensui,
Kirk?
and just completely letting his teammates do the work.
Ooh, how about another turtle take? One more attempt here. Kaizen pulling the trigger on the heavy spin. The implosion for Haji. No one home. Turtle scored once more by Minana Evos. 2 for 2.
It'll be very difficult here for Blacklist International to get any of these early game objectives. It looks like they might have to make a play for the later portions of the game. But let's see if Blacklist International can get a kill or a tower break either on any of the sides. By the way, MPL PH Season 12 stats leader, total kills 184.
184 for the Filipino sniper. Playing from day one up until the grand finals. This is a team fight waiting to happen. Top lane. But one cart. A lot of damage caught there by Oheb and Yue. None Evos walking away. There's more to be done elsewhere.
Well, speaking of vision and getting information from Minana Evos, the presence of Lancey alone using all of those ultimates. Oh wait, hold that thought.
Hodge gets
Spider Miles
caught by the Holy Baptism, stopping their advance. You were saying, Francis.
Yeah, just looking at the way they're getting information about things, at this point in time of the game, there's no turret taken left. It only shows that both of these two teams have a way to... Oh wait, no, there's one taken, sorry. Down bottom by from Minana Evos. So there's one thing they also need to consider. That's why the pressure right now is on the gold lane. How will they give space for Doming having one death from the early minutes of the game?
But they don't need to do much to actually give him space except just rotate a little bit, because anywhere else in the map, the Blacklist jungle is struggling to get any major objectives, and even though, yeah, they lost that tower in the bottom lane, I mean, it's still really close. Doming isn't really struggling that much. So now just go with him. And I think that's what the Rafael is doing.
Oh, an Astral Echo. Sensui here with the Entropy, switching it up, dodging that big ult from Kaizen. Could have been disastrous. 10 seconds until the next turtle.
Yeah, you called that ultimate perfectly because it has a question mark in the end.
Right at the end there.
Oh, Edward. Just using the yo-yos to get those.
Oh, look at this fight up top, though. Haji, Oheb, and Yue pushing them way deep behind Tier 1. And now another fight breaks out. There's the push finally up top. Tier 1 in the gold lane. Final slash. Someone home.
Just
Kirk misses. Last turtle scored by the Cardinal 1.
That's the name.
Oh, Doming pops the torn apart memory. Fade away, survives. Backing off. Now orange buff in jeopardy here. I wonder if they know. And there's a flicker. I'm offended. Doming's in trouble. There's the stun. And there's the echoes. They know there's 3 here. Oheb's in trouble. One more time. Looking for the ult. It's still on cooldown. The Filipino sniper walks away.
Still safe. A lot of bodies covered as well. Haji and Yue still managed to protect that. Wow.
Skedaddled.
Minana Evos are gonna have to play really carefully now, because one big team fight loss means a big big spike in power for the members of Blacklist International. Interesting choice. Well, makes a lot of sense. You don't want to go full carry here. You already have 2 more with you dealing damage. Brute Force Breastplate as the second item after the Feather of Heaven for the Nathan. Interesting choice, but again, makes a lot of sense.
Here we go. Entropy already used up. Kirk catches one. Final slash on to Agent Zero, and they back off. Gentlemen, I've noticed something. Over the past maybe 3 or 4 minutes, if Haji misses an ult, it's okay. He's a roamer. If Kirk misses, Black punishes hard. That's what I've noticed so far, and that's what allowed Black to maybe barrel over 2,000.
Yeah, that's a good point to actually expand, because to look at the tank or a setup from Minana Evos, Kurt could actually be the only one, could be in the front line of Blacklist International, even get them by surprise. But the problem is, if he's too soft enough, who's going to be the follow-up? And Spider-Man is going to be there to just regen, but that's going to be 2 members falling down.
That too. It's exacerbated by the fact that I think Blacklist knows how Spider-Man moves, and Spider-Man can't do Spider-Man things.
Yeah, he's not at the front of the pack, he's at the center of the pack. It's like whoever is going to go first, either Kirk or Kaizen, Spider-Mouse is going to be right behind them. He's going to be like the second line of defense alongside whoever frontliner didn't go first. And because of more damage on the side of Blacklist International, more dive, this might be again just the classic idea of overwhelm your opponent.
And there's a catch by the MVP machine. And now Kirk in trouble. I'm offended by Oheb. Kirk's in trouble. Down he goes, and Sui gets the kill. And just like that, Minana Evos are lacking one major part of their lineup. No final slash, not for 20 seconds. And Blacklist makes the call. Let's go for the Lord here. Haji putting up a boundary. Kaizen forced to use the heavy spin. Edward backing off. They know there's Storm. Minana Evos here just watching. Lord scored by the Cardinal 1. Blacks International winning.
That could have been disastrous for Blacklist International. The Lord got pulled a little bit. And a stray star shatter. But yeah, Nathan finds his way back to the jungle. The last time we saw it, MPL Philippines Season 8 LP Finals, Omega and Blacklist International.
Oh, okay.
Look at that! From the back, Kaizen didn't see that coming. Gets knocked up, survives, but only for a little bit more. With 1 HP, he walks away. Turn apart memory! Taking down Sensui, and Doming gets 1 over Blacklist. Shutdown Gold scoring them, closing the gap just about 1,000 ahead.
You know what this feels like? It feels like Coach Bonchan and the rest of the coaching staff of Blacklist International went back to their old, maybe theory crafting of, hey guys, I wonder what it'd be, how would we want to draft against a team that wants to play like us? And I think this is the answer. They have multiple ways to set up with the Ruby, the Eternal Guard of Vixana, and then of course the Tigreal as well. How Oheb and Haji are juggling that responsibility of setup, and yes, the gold laner doing that, while overwhelming them. Main sources of damage is magic. Minana Evos haven't built up the right items for that, but then at the same time you have to worry about the physical damage of the Ruby and the CC. Wow, I'm at a loss for words. It's a great strat.
Yeah, Blacklist International are world champions for a reason. If you have the championship mindset, you better go back. Even in the old drawing books or even the draft books. Like how we all started, this is how we made us this.
Is it not Blacklist who also pioneered the XP lane, gold lane switch up?
Yep.
Wherein you try to win the lane with a hero that usually does not go in there? Again, I love it. It's a magnum opus, a well thought out understanding of how damage and how engagements work. Oh, close call. The entropy? Switch up. I mean, Sensui's done this countless times now in this 12-minute game.
And we're not saying the Blacklist International thought up of this double fighter side. It's of course not. But the fact that they're playing it now here, and if you want a good reference of that, again, I have to call back to our friends in MDL Philippines Season 3, TNCZ4 versus RSG El Ganador. They did this. Double fighter sides, somewhat of a hyper carry-ish type of jungler. Not always a marksman, sometimes even just another fighter. Overwhelm your opponents with crowd control and bodies to the point where they break their formation. They forget about their backline. They just get, again, keyword overwhelm.
If anything, counting even Sensui, all of them have CC. Some level of crowd control.
Yeah, and they have CC.
Literally two.
Yes,
so you
CC.
count 6. 7. Eternal Guard.
Oh yeah.
I'll see myself at the door, thanks.
That's too much bodies.
No, don't please stay.
All right.
Okay, going back.
Enhanced Lord here spawned. Top half of the map. Edward pushing forward, takes the pixel brush. Spider Miles taking the one east of such. Spots Edward. Haji here, thinking about it, does have the flicker implosion in case it's needed.
Yep.
And Minana Evos just clearing the waves. They're just making sure that they're ready some way, somehow. Because, again, it's not that big of a gold lead. When it comes to firepower, Minana Evos can actually clap back. It's just, again, the amount of things they can do. It's the CC overload.
Yeah.
Look at how Haji, you and Oheb are always trying to stick together. They really want to make the most out of their combo.
Yeah, how will the combo work though? The Spider-Man is completely sustaining everybody here in the second Lord of the game. Oh, and picking up the Anticuras as well. So completely Blacklist International. They need to hold on what they have started in the early stages of the game. And one mistake from Minana Evos would actually break another turret defense from their base.
I can hear the music. The Lord Dance is about to pop off. Kaizen not letting go. Hard reset here. And now they're pushing forward. Oh, we're about to take that river brush. Oh, the final slash on the Haji. The knockup from the Lord. Down he goes. Doming takes him. And now it's a 4v5. Eternal Guard coming in. Kaizen and Miles knocked up, but for only a second more. Lord here, less than half health. They're keeping it up. This is as far a pull as possible in this current metagame. Sensui, hit the face full of Lancey's magic. And now Edward calling him back off. It looks like Blacklist International going to let it go. Lancey with the Astral Echoes for the first time in a while. A convincing Lord take from Minana Evos.
Amazing formation from Minana Evos. Just how Lancey made that ultimate. He literally created a wall, a beeline against Blacklist International. You do not pass this line.
Kirk again on this Arlot. Again, back-to-back MVP performances by this young man. Where have you been all this time, Kirk? He opened up the floodgates there. And he is also rocking Rome boots. But I don't think they have the encourage from that, right? No, they don't. Yeah, they do not.
It's double Rome setup now.
Yeah, the double Rome setup.
Miles has favor.
Okay, so I kind of thinking how Blacklist would actually pull this off, because if we think
8 out of 10. The Filipino side.
That's why it's so familiar. This is the third time.
Exactly. What did I not say? There was 1 or 2 times. Now the fight breaks out of the bottom lane. I'm offended by Oheb. Kirk gets it, but the Lord falls first. Eternal Guard also a little bit of extra to save that inhibitor down bottom.
See?
This could break out. Minana Evos have another big wave down bottom, and that turret is looking mighty fine for the taking. Quick Star Shatter thrown out. Astral Echoes as well. Another pull. Kirk with the final slash, displacing Oheb. Haji takes a good amount of damage too. The Filipino Scyther falls here. A big pickup from Minana Evos, and they're not done. Edward here taking damage. Finally, the inhibitor falls. A base penetrated. Blacklist reeling.
Still holding through. The amount of space damage Kirk calling in the right direction of the final slash is putting Blacklist International off guard.
Yeah, and now Blacklist International, can they defend? Well, they will be able to defend this, but I think we're starting to see problems for the lineup.
Whoa! Look at that! Another the final slash from Kirk, and it's on Haji. Luckily for all the agents out there, it's on Haji, and he survives. I gotta say, anytime Kirk's ult is off of cooldown, nobody's safe, not even underneath an inhibitor. And now Doming barreling away. I'm offended from Oheb, the pull. Doming survives another final slash. Minana Evos, recall, retreat, recollect.
Wow, a lot of great ways of Minana Evos opening the base of Blacklist International. Haji on that flicker cooldown. Who's going to be the front line now for this team? Like, in this state of the game, as you said, it still could be Minana's game if they even clap back at the right moment. And this is the time on how they want to roar back.
Yeah, the thing for Blacklist International is they need to reach that Brody. Doming really hurts. Full build already on him. And one of the problems, though, is that Minana, similar to how they played against TNC, they're protecting Doming really well. Spider Miles.
It's a 3D effect, man.
3D effect.
Doming don't die.
Doming don't die indeed.
Triple T.
And he's helped out really well by Spider Miles, maximizing his baptism to get that stop, to get those stuns. And Kaizen also making the most of the heavy spins. So literally Minana Evos, their fundamental and their main principle is so simple. Do everything you can to protect Doming. All your abilities must stop what Blacklist wants to do.
Right now, I'm just feeling how Sensui wants to get this major objective for Blacklist International.
Sorry, I just have to say, look at where Haji and Oheb are, though. This could be a disastrous moment for Minana Evos if this is successful. Could see a play to the Star Shatter? See Oheb is my biggest question.
That's a bush full of crowd control. Now Edward gets a few beads on him. Oheb and Haji still not moving out of that bush. They're retreating. They're moving back and forth. Now it's just Haji. Oheb has joined Sensui and Edward here. Yue keeping control of the river bush. Both teams hard reset.
I am just...
He finds him!
Spotted!
What a read by Lancy!
Lancy's on a whole nother level, man.
You actually saw Haji transfer to that shrub. Lancy as well going back, and he tosses Star Shatter there. He knows what Haji wanted to do. What a play, man!
Game sense. Lancy on this Novera.
He used the force.
Yeah, he felt it, and it's strong. Another beeline.
Again?
Fighter Slash was missed.
No one home. Now it looks like the call from Blacklist. Do we engage? Yue at half health. If he gets caught out once, just but once by Doming's combo. Lancy with Doming on the finish. That's one off. Yue taken down. 5 members of Minana collapse onto this Lord. It's an evolved Lord. The Tigers are hungry.
That was a combo finisher. Torn apart Star Shatter.
That is just completely... I can go the distance. And Doming says that reaching the distance of the damage torn apart memory, they can't even soak up that much.
Let's see the torn apart Star Shatter once more time.
Boom! Wow!
Star Shatter first. Didn't even need to mark him.
I don't blame you. Even if you flickered away, you still would have died.
Yep. Yeah. Man was just doing his job. He just wanted to clear the wave, but Lancy, with that one little moment there, a lot of people will make a, of course, fight for Kirk potentially even becoming an MVP again. But I feel like that was a MVP-worthy sequence by Lancy.
Yeah, no, this is Lancy's breakout game.
Wow.
I'm a Lancy believer. Here we go. Oh, huge Astral Echo spots. They displaced Haji. Chases zip code, and now he's forced to back off. Catches an Astral Echo. The Lord collapsing on to Blacks International. They do clear very quickly, but they do lose inhibitor. Top lane. It's a bare base left for the agents, and Minana Evos are far from done.
Okay, they still have wave clear, still have Sensui with them, but the waves are just pushing in. But the problem is, Haji just used this flare.
Oh, I'm offended. It was Miles. He lets go, pops a Purify, another huge off angle. Astral Echo, popping Kirk's immortality. Haji gonna go down here. Kirk gets taken down as well. 1-for-1 so far the trades. In comes Sensui, does not have the entropy, and they are gonna continue 4-man defense. Blacklist successfully kicking out Minana, but only for now. Huge wave coming through mid. Bottom lane gonna get delayed. What's the call from Minana?
They do. Do they continue the sequence? Or without Kirk, do they lose an integral part? Yes, they do not want to risk it. They will hover around the base of Blacklist International.
Will they?
Lancy.
Potentially, maybe force an error out of Blacklist.
Dude, all of Lancy's Astral Echoes at least catches 3. At least! And I'm offended.
landing.
From Oheb, wrong target. Kaizen's very chunky.
Yeah, the only thing that they could rely on for crowd control right now is the setup of Haji. And most of the times, once Kirk sees potential to take Haji on the finals line, he takes it. It puts Haji in a tough position to just use it, and he just wants to escape. And even the a lot of resources used. The most important thing that they'll actually work is just a great combo from Haji and Ohe. But how could they even soak up the front line? It's just too hard, even for Sensui. Positioning so much, it's so much important right now for Blacklist International.
Yeah, Kirk is one of the biggest problems right now for Blacklist again because of it seems like every time Lancy gives him info, Kirk is ready to follow up. Or anyone else from the members of Minana are ready to follow up. Usually it's Kirk. He'll start it off and then Lancy will burst it. Lancy will get info and then Kirk will just be able to find a slash entry in. But Blacklist International have been watching out for that more. The sequence where Kirk fell down, he actually took 3 tries before he got to finally get a good final slash off at 4, but here comes the Lord.
Oh no, that might have been a flub. That 3-man gank down bottom sent Blacklist towards the Lord. I think they read into that diversion. They saw that, hey, these 3 here, they don't really mean to take us down.
Oh.
They're actually distracting us from this Lord take. Huge Astral Echo one more time. Catches 4, almost 5. You have barely missed out there. The Lord dance continues.
Haji!
Approaching half health. Haji here, gonna get his immortality pop. Kaizen with the heavy spin, displacing Imam. And there's the torn apart memory from downtown. Domin gets 1 more. And now Kirk dashes on out. Sensui gets 1. The trade so far. Rover, 4 XP laner. Oheb backing off. Oheb has no immortality.
Dropping low.
Just missed by the Astral Echo. Now Astral Echo misses. Immortality and Oheb just come off of cooldown. Both teams missing out. 1 key member. Minana Evos keeps up the Lord take. Kaizen calls it.
Must be really heartbreaking there for Blacklist International. Haji went in for it. Blacklist, they're not going to give up on this Lord.
Oh, here comes
Purifies down for Doming.
Abunjingjing. Doming's very, very vulnerable for the first time in a while.
Minions.
They can force it. The ult from Edward.
Waves
thrown
coming
out.
through though.
Slow Lord take here. Slow dance coming up. A retribution on Sensui, but it's a very difficult situation. This is not a Nolan. You can't just steal the way you usually do unless he does spotted by Lancy.
They know where he is.
And another Astral Echo.
Wow,
Oh heavens,
wow.
Sensui in vision. Minana Evos, they know what to do here. They just have to be able to position themselves. Edward
10 seconds, minions.
dueling with Spider Miles. In comes UL looking for that big EG. Taking it one more time. The Cardinal one with another unbelievable Lord steal.
At the most important part of comeback, Sensui on point, getting the major objective for Blacklist International.
This is what I said yesterday. Sensui usually gets 5 on average per season of crazy Lord takes, Lord steals at crazy moments. That's now 3 in 2 days. He had 2 last night and another one right now. How the hell even? We have to track the movements of Sensui here. He casts the entropy and then he waits. Will he teleport away at the right time?
Oh,
He does.
yes. So that's how he went there.
Wow.
He, instead of using the entropy to escape, I'm going to go there, go near. That's my clone. I'm taking this objective for my
It's
team.
a catch-22. Again, you get knocked up by the Eternal Guard, and you have to keep tabs on Sensui. What do? You kill him or you stop him from getting the retribution? That's way too many decisions to make in the split second that Blacklist's jungler made the call. Blacklist top-tier communications, top-tier clutch moment objective decision making.
Here we go again. 26 minutes and counting. Defendable for Minana Evos. Blacklist International, they can't fall into the trap of just throwing bodies and doing everything they can to end the game right away. Wave clear, push. Minana Evos has tools. They still have to be careful.
Lord crashing in, the pull, and the combo. Kaizen forced to use the heavy spin, and now Kirk comes in. The tower goes down. The turret gets taken down.
And
Kirk has fallen as well. It's a 5v4. Lord gets taken down. No waves from Blacklist. They're 10k ahead. Item juggling, going to be very difficult. Kaizen has an immortality. OM was an immortality. OM comes in. I'm offended. Popping the immortality on said Panda. The winner truncheon juggle from Kaizen survives with the shields, but Edward takes him down. And now the Eternal Guard overwhelmed, overloaded.